Hello and welcome back to our instant death, sudden death, deathfall, and many other deaths playthrough, because our family is very, very thin at this point, and, well, I am only hoping that our grandchildren can be kept safe, or at the very least, I hope that Bruce is not going to have any issues actually surviving in a number of battles here, because obviously the battles, that's going to be our main weakness. I know that sounds really funny because, I mean, let's face it, normal gameplay in Bannerlord, you're not really going to have too many issues with, well, staying alive, even if you do get killed in battle, because the percentage chance for your death is extremely low whenever it comes to a battle death. But when it comes to old age, that is a completely different kettle of fish, which means, you know, usually old age is pretty much like a, you know, super hardcore game over once that starts to happen. However, because we have such an amazing medicine skill, and we're going to be declaring war against the aserai here, we are probably going to be okay. Because the medicine skill is going to provide us with cheat death. I'm actually still here at Sibir, by the way, because obviously I was just waiting and seeing what was happening with the town management and all that stuff. Seems to be working very, very nicely because we do have a governor here. And speaking of governors, we obviously do have our granddaughter here, and I'm actually going to do something about that. Yeah, I'm actually going to do something. So the question is, what do I actually want to spec into with her? Because what is actually a really good governor trait? As far as I'm aware, engineering is really good for increasing the speed of construction, and steward is also very good for a number of governor skills. I don't know whether this is really the right way to go about things, personally, because I have never, and I'm talking about this very, very, very clearly here, I've actually never, ever spec'd a companion to be a governor. The only time I've spec'd a governor, usually I'll just let the auto do it, you know? Usually I'll just let them automatically choose whatever perks they want to take, because I personally don't really care that much about governor stuff. However, I do think that maybe it's an extremely good idea this time around. So I'm thinking we're probably going to go for Steward. I guess we'll do that, because Steward, I know Steward is leveled up through being a governor, so that's what we'll do. Now, we are going to... She's staying at Rovault right now, so that sounds like a perfect idea, doesn't it? Sounds like a perfect idea. All right, so she's now the governor at Rovault, or at the very least, she will be quite soon. And we're going to go over to Varnovopol. I'm a little bit worried, actually, right now, that we're going to be... Whoa, yeah, look at that. 20 skill points in Steward. Obviously, that doesn't really mean that, you know, she's going to consistently get that, you know, because there are going to be... well, I mean, yeah, as you can see there, it's slowed down dramatically. She's gotten 7 skill points in Steward, which I have to admit, I do really like the fact that it levels up really, really quickly early on. But think about this for a second. We have 7 points in intelligence, right? And we also have 5 focus points. And it's still only giving us 7 skill points. It technically, in my opinion, in this situation, should have given us about 50. Because we are maxed out in this regard, with the exception of obviously intelligence not being maxed, but, you know, I guess that's fine. I guess we shouldn't really be super, you know, annoyed at that or whatever, but yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Maybe it's actually going to work out really, really nicely for us. Alright, so I'm going to make my way over here. I'm not entirely sure. Do I even have enough? Do I have enough ships to be able to handle this? I actually don't know. Anyway, we are at war against the aserai, so I am going to be making my way over there. We're going to go to Diathma real fast, if real fast is what I can actually do. We are over fleet size at the moment. As you see, Steward skill, another 5 skill points. Not too bad. Do I actually need to sell... Do I need to sell anything? I'm actually not entirely sure whether I should go in here and actually just purchase a couple of extra foodstuffs, because I'm thinking to myself right now that we probably would like to level up... I mean, do we need... We don't even need to level up Steward ourselves, do we? No. I don't think we even need to do that. That's the funny thing. If I was running around with our granddaughter here, and I was, you know, making her the... if I was making her the quartermaster, you can best bet she would have already leveled her steward to literally like 80 or 90 already, you know, super fast. Because that's just how it works, you know. If you place them as the quartermaster and you have a wide variety of different food, you're going to level that up extremely quickly. Okay, so look at this. We actually have Onika Castle here available. We have an army that is gathering near Ortisia right now. But this is really good. I am actually a huge... You know what? I'm a huge fan of going with engineering skill. And I never thought I'd say this in a million years. Because I'm personally not a big fan of speccing into this stuff. Oh, wow. That is a huge... That is a huge army. And he's not even got an army with him. Alright, we're going to have to do something about this. Wow, he actually just went in there. Okay, well, that's quite funny. Do you think I can actually... Wow, okay, never mind. I don't think I'm going to be able to catch... Oh, hello. I might be able to catch this guy. Whoa, no. Okay, that's certainly not something that we want to see. All right, okay. Kind of a bit intrigued as to what's going on here. These fellows are absolutely going ham. What is happening here? This is kind of a little bit crazy. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Okay, it looks to me like what we should do. Yeah, I'm gonna actually do this. I'm gonna be a little idiot for these guys. Yeah, we're gonna try to be super annoying to them. And what I'm gonna do is we're gonna make our way all the way over to something like Hubyar. Really far away from where they currently are. As you can see, she did just gain 20 skill points in Charm. I have no idea how she got this. But I guess that's good, right? I guess that's good. I mean, she can level up her Charm skill. Opposing gender, I guess we'll go for a little bit more in that. The question is, what do we actually want to spec her in otherwise? I guess engineering. But we have intelligence already maxed for intelligence reasons. So I'm now thinking that maybe we should spec something like endurance. I don't even know. I mean, the funny thing is she actually going to enter combat? I don't think so, actually. I don't think so. Look at that. She's got one skill point in Steward. Come on now. She's got 5 focus points in that thing. There's no way she could only get one skill point. So weird. Oh dear. Look at what just happened. Oh dear. Wow, we ended up losing what? 6? Oh no. That is very bad. Okay, we just ended up losing... Actually, more than that, maybe. Yeah. Maybe 7. 7 vassals. We literally ended up losing 7 vassals. The enemy lost no one? Is that true? Really? The enemy lost no one? That surely can't be the case. Okay, well, let's just sign this trade agreement. This is pretty bad, actually. Losing Tegan, especially, because he was actually getting massive armies up and running for us. I'm not a big fan of that, but I guess we'll have a look and see what happens. Okay, increase siege progress by 10%. I guess we'll probably take that. That sounds pretty good. And then we will not sign a trade agreement with the Vlandians, apparently. Okay, so we can only hope that the army that we saw previously is not going to run over here as soon as possible. That's the only thing I can really hope for. And, okay, let's have a look here. Quartermaster +2 daily... Okay, that's not going to work. Minus 5% garrison wages in the governed settlement, or 0.1% rate of militia will spawn as veteran troops. 0.1%. Okay, I guess that one. I have no idea. I mean, none of that sounds particularly amazing, does it? No. Most of that doesn't sound amazing at all through any stretch of the imagination, but, you know, alright, okay, we'll deal with it. I'm a little bit worried about this, actually. I'm kind of worried that we are going to have this massive army come towards us. You know what? I'm going to put these two trebuchets out there right now, if I can actually click on this appropriately, because the funny thing, this is the thing with engineering skill. It makes your trebuchets utterly deadly, as in they are insanely accurate. Look at what they're able to do. Look at this. Look at what they're able to do. Not one of them has been destroyed. Not one of them. And we have already eliminated all of the walls, which is pretty perfect. Okay, what's actually happening here? Hello. Sultan? What? What is he doing? What is he doing right now? He is absolutely deciding to run in against us. He thought that the garrison was going to join him, didn't he? Well, this is a pretty easy decision. I'm literally just going to go straight into the battle. Now, obviously the big thing here is that we just cannot die. right? We just cannot die. Obviously, there is a very, very good upside here, because the upside is that I'm not entirely sure who gets the most kills. Who gets the most kills? I'm assuming the archers get the most kills, right? Yeah, I should probably do this. So we'll put ourselves on the archers, because I have no one else in our army right now, just purely because our companions just die. They just die. And sure, I could definitely get some. I could definitely get some in here, and maybe they could actually be somewhat effective. But I am worried about literally just getting them, spending money on outfitting them in some gear and things like that, and then them just dying. Obviously, money is not really a big problem, so maybe I should just bite the bullet and do that. But then I'm also thinking, well, is it worth it? Is it actually worth us doing that? I don't know. Because in the grand scheme of things, is that actually going to allow us to do more damage? Is that going to allow us to win battles more effectively? Because we've been winning quite nicely so far. We've been doing relatively well, considering. Gonna actually just tell these guys to go into a loose formation real quick. These fellows, these these infantry are probably gonna hopefully do a decent enough job. I mean, we are outnumbering the opponent dramatically here, so we should have an easy enough time. Let's just hope that we're not going to lose too many troops in the process here, because then we're going to have a hard time actually taking the town. I can only hope that we can kill this guy. I just want to eliminate him, because he is actually from the ruling clan right now, the ruling clan of the Aserai. So if we can literally eliminate them, then if we can eliminate the clan, then this is going to be absolutely fantastic. This is going to be so good, because it's going to provide a power vacuum situation where the Aserai don't really have any super large and powerful clan to really deal with leading armies and stuff like that. I mean, we did see someone that actually had, what was it, 300 troops or something, which I thought was kind of incredible. I'm not entirely sure which clan that was now, but, well, whatever the case, this fellow is currently the ruling guy, so we should probably try to maximize the damage we can do against them and try to eliminate them. I haven't seen this guy, though, for some reason. I don't know why. Where is he? I mean, that's the funny thing. I mean, it's a little bit difficult to actually find enemy vassals when they're all running around randomly here, but I guess we can try a little bit. Whoa, okay, that was actually very dangerous for me to do that. Did you see what just happened right there? I was literally just charging at this guy, and he had his polearm ready, and you know how it is. The AI is extremely proficient with timing their polearm attacks. They are so good that I actually prefer to just avoid enemies that have polearms when they are playing on infantry, and in comparison to, obviously dealing with enemies that are on horses. So yeah, there is that, but I can only hope that this guy is going to die. Is he still alive? No, he actually did not die. Kind of sad about that. Oh well, never mind. As far as I'm aware, just bear this in mind, I believe the default death rate is about, I think it's like 1% or something like that, or maybe less than 1%, and the setting that I have it on right now has increased that to almost 10%. So that is a huge increase in the chance for enemy vassals as well as ourselves to die, as you've no doubt seen already. From the allied army that we just had, they literally just ran in and died, and we lost 7 vassals in one fell swoop, which is extremely worrying, because that now means that we are, well, inherently in a much worse situation. I was going to say much better situation? No, a much worse situation. So that is not great. Okay, so what we're going to do, yes, this is exactly what I was worried about. Okay, so this is the army that actually eliminated, as far as I can tell. Yeah, no wonder. Look at this. They have Aserai, Mamluk, Palace, Guards. That is entirely the reason why they were able to do what they were able to do. And you know what? I am actually going to leave here. I know that sounds like a really weird thing to do, but I'm going to play this really cautiously right now, because considering I've just lost a huge number of allies, I don't really want to be in a situation where I have to fight, well, basically a sudden death situation. I do not want a sudden death situation where I'm potentially going to be facing Bruce's death. I'd like to try to make sure that at least our grandson will become available, and then maybe we can take him over if we do actually end up dying. Obviously, I would prefer if Bruce would die from old age. And obviously, he's not even 300 in trade skill yet. It would be nice if he was 300 in trade skill. Okay, so let's take a look. He's 76! He's 76! Okay. Ooh, yeah. If you haven't seen the Pacifist Challenge, we actually went through numerous characters in that, meaning they died. Yes, they died from old age. And I'm kind of hoping that maybe, yeah, you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to go over here. I'm going to go to Razich, and we're going to see if we can maybe do something over there. Not a big fan of this, though. Not a big fan of this, because if we go here, how much... Oh, their food supplies are actually fantastic. They've only got 5 days worth of food. We might be able to make something work here. And I'm going to show you the power of the trebuchets actually as well now. Because what we're going to be able to do is, if we get this first trebuchet up, you're going to get to see how effective it actually is. Oh. Okay. Well, not entirely sure what actually happened with that, because I was about to say, yes, the trebuchets are super powerful. You don't need to put them in reserve any longer. And, well, apparently you do. Because, well, in this particular case, apparently it sucks. I don't know why, but there you go. Anyway, do we want to go for some more social skill? I think we probably do want to go for more intelligence as well, but I don't think... Oh, yeah, we can get more engineering here as well. Okay, let's go for more engineering. The thing is, okay, look, here's the thing, yeah? What if we make our granddaughter our engineer? Or we can only make companions... See, this is the annoying thing about this, right? We cannot create a situation where a companion can do every single thing that we need them to do. They have to be assigned to one specific party action. So, for example, our granddaughter can only be an engineer, can only be a medic, can only be a quartermaster. She can't do all of the things in comparison to our player character, who can do all the things. He can do all the things in that situation. So that's the problem. I think we're still going to have to go for medicine skill here. Okay, yeah, so we're having some problems right now, so I'm going to just do the standard... Oh. Okay, well. Okay, let's see what happens. Is he actually running away from me? I have a bad feeling about that. No, he's absolutely fine. Okay, so the question is, do we have an ally army actually doing something? We do not. Okay, the question is, did we actually lose a huge amount of people, or... Wait a minute, why do I... Wait a minute. You cannot call a... What? You cannot call a party that is far away? What do you mean? What do you mean? This far... Are you serious? You can't call a party that is this far away? Okay, wait a minute. Is that true? Apparently that's true. Okay, that's interesting. I actually thought that you could call a party from pretty much anywhere, and then the AI would just run to you, but apparently not. Okay, that's interesting. All right, well, you know what? Let's do something a little bit different then. Maritime. Okay, production in coastal workshops increased. Settlement project building speed in non-coastal towns is decreased by 20%. Everyone says yes to this. I personally think this is a bad idea. I think this is a bad idea, but they're thinking that this is great, so I guess I will just let them do it, even though probably not the greatest idea. Oh well, never mind. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, sweatshops is obviously fantastic. Oh, siege engine build rate in your party. If you are the steward, that is. If you are the steward. I think we're probably going to take that. Yeah, probably going to take that. And then what do we want to go for? Yeah, see, that's the thing. Do we want her to be the engineer for our party? We could potentially do that. I guess we will just put the last point in that, just in case we do actually go ahead and get her into our party. Because the thing is, a female member of our clan isn't really going to be able to do anything unless we can, I don't know, try to... I mean, she is obviously, I mean, technically we could make her our heir, right? We could take control of her, and then she could be our player character, which would probably make the most sense because she's the clan leader. Yeah, now that I think about it, she being the clan leader does prevent her from leaving our clan, and that then means that we can use our grandson as a way to attract another spouse, some other spouse that is actually eligible for procreation. We can also then get procreation with our granddaughter. However, the thing is, I'm not entirely sure. How old is she right now? Is she still capable? She's 20. Well, of course. Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, she's easily capable of doing that. Oh, wait a minute. Kuyaz is looking real nice right now. Hello there. All right, let's see what we can do. Obviously, I'm trying to injure I'm trying to damage as much of the walls as possible, as many walls as possible, get them destroyed as best as I can. I'm gonna just do something like this, and then we're gonna get these 2 trebuchets up, and that's gonna be another. That's gonna be 3 trebuchets bombarding them at once. That should be perfectly fine. As you can see, look at the walls. Look at the walls. They're already gone. They're already gone. That's exactly what I was talking about. They are so extremely damaging now. Very, very cool. And as you can see, there he is. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna just do this, and then we're just gonna go straight on in. I don't think I need to do anything else, right? Oh yeah, we've got 20 of these guys. That's absolutely fantastic. Look at that. Okay, and then we can just level up all of those as well. Okay, so how many do we actually have? We have 40 of these. Oh wow, yeah, we've actually got a... What is our army right now? Our army is extremely high tier. I haven't even seen the composition in such a long time because we've just been converting these prisoners over and over again and just getting a huge smattering of different kinds of units, and it's actually been paying off very, very handily here. So if we can make it so that our forces, we can continue to just get these tier 4s and above, we should have an overwhelmingly powerful force. I am a little bit worried, not entirely sure why that happened, but okay. I'm a little bit worried about the fact that these fellows... Whoa, okay, I wasn't actually aware that I could even do this, but okay. I mean, I knew that I could come in here with my horse, but I didn't know I was able to go so freely through the town, going down the stairs, for example. That was very fun. Okay, so let's actually just see here. I kind of wanted to do an attack there, so you know what? Let's try and... Whoa, okay, let's be careful. Okay, we've got to be careful here. Nice. How many of these fellows do they actually have? Because I'm a bit worried about this now, as you can quite clearly tell. This is pretty bad. You know what? I don't like what we're doing right now. I think we're actually gonna... You know what? Yes. Okay. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna go around here. Oh, never mind. Okay, we're actually already through here. This is perfect. Okay. I'm actually quite surprised that we were already able to get through this. And we do have a couple of people over here. Just going to stab this guy in the face. There we go. And then we're just going to get off our mount. And then we're going to do some damage. Oh, okay. Apparently this guy wants to prevent me from doing any damage. Okay, we're going to have to... yeah, okay. Decent-ish hits. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we just got to dance around a little bit here. Not a terribly big fan of that. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on with my forces right now. This is actually where I could die. I could die here very, very easily. What are my people doing? They seem to just be kind of doing some weird... Oh, no. Am I literally going to die here? No. That is not going to happen. Okay, we're going to have to do this. I'm going to have to actually order my people very specifically. Oh. Am I dead? No. I'm running. Don't block me. Okay. I'm fine. Whew. Okay, that was way too close for my liking. Yeah, let's just get all our forces around here. And we're just going to sweep through from this area here. I'm just going to move my archers. Not move my archers. I'm just going to move my people after their archers. And they're going to go over there and try to kill them. This is so difficult to actually do when you are at such low HP. I probably should not have gone in there and actually tried to fight. I should have just done a very, very safe play and just you know, just commanded my forces as much as possible. As you can see, we do have some people going over there to hopefully kill the enemy archers. They're having problems actually doing that for some reason. I don't know why, but okay. And we do have some people over there. We got some more reinforcements coming in. I'm gonna just see how many they have over there. Okay, they only have 5 remaining. I kind of want to tell these new reinforcements to come over here too. Okay, we've got 2 in the tower there. Let's just hold position here. I want everyone to come over here, actually. I want everyone, not just the archers. I just want everyone to come over here. And we are getting shot, which is problematic. Let's tell them to charge now. Let's tell them to charge. And we are seemingly... What are they actually doing right now? Are they actually moving? Look at this. They're not actually moving right now. Okay, I'm a bit worried about this. How many have we eliminated so far? 153. That's decent, but we've lost 100, right? We've lost 100. That's not good. That is not a good ratio. I'm taking a very big risk here as well. Ooh, close one, close one. Okay, I literally almost took damage from this guy. That would have been extremely bad. Thankfully, we are okay. And I can only hope that my forces are actually going to start doing damage, like actual damage, instead of just standing there. Okay. Okay, they're just standing there. Okay. That is weird. I have told them very specifically what I want them to do. I have literally said to them, please charge in. I don't know whether I need to tell them to hold position. Maybe holding position a little bit closer is the way to go. I'm being extremely careful here. I have to be extremely careful. Let's tell them to do this. Tell the infantry to continue charging. Oh, apparently everyone's archers now? Okay, apparently everyone's archers. Let's just... Wait a minute. Shall we tell them to... It's a bit of a tough situation right here. I'm not sure what we should really do. Because on the one hand, I kind of want to charge in here. But on the other hand, I kind of feel like this is a critical mass of enemy units. And we are just going to lose huge numbers of our own people. Let me see if I can go up here. There's no one up here. The question is, am I going to be able to fire off a javelin before I die? Okay, I should not do that. I'm not going to do that. I have a bad feeling I'm going to get headshot. And normally I would not care, right? Normally, if I was not playing with this mod, I would be like, yeah, I'll just run in there. I don't mind, you know. If I die, then if I die, it's fine, you know. It's okay. I'm not gonna suffer any kind of problem. But in this situation, I don't like it. I'm gonna tell my forces to hold position. Okay, so when you tell them to charge, they literally just stand there. They literally just stand there doing nothing. But when you tell them to hold position and actually go down here, they do listen to you. Okay, well, that's good to know. So I'm going to do this. And we're going to try and see if we can... I'm a bit worried about this, actually. I'm very, very worried about this. I'm going to try to open the gate. I think that's going to be my main purpose here. We've killed... Oh, okay. We've killed loads more than them now, so that's great. The ratio has improved dramatically. I'm still a bit worried about getting... Oh, no. I'm being so risky right now. This is bad. No. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I am so totally getting out of here. Okay. Murder. Murder him. Murder you, sir. There we are. Okay, you can shut the door on me. Oh, I was literally... I was going to say, you can shut the door on me, but that won't stop me. And I was thinking to myself, oh yes, I could probably still do some damage to him, but no. No. We got a little bit unlucky there. Okay, we are... I'm a little bit worried about actually even being able to do this, to be honest. How many have we lost so far? We've lost 100 people. 100 people. That is kind of bad. Okay, let's just actually... Whoa, never mind. Okay, I was going to say, let's kill this guy. But it seems like I might be able to literally just fast forward here, and I think my forces should have this in the bag. Yeah, they do have it in the bag. I don't have to worry about being killed, at least. And there it is. Okay, whew. That was actually very, very tense, because we could have easily died there, and I don't really want to... I don't really want to chance it, you know? I don't really want to chance that if I can help it. There you go. Decent amount of renown and influence and so on and so forth. And we can now get those prisoners. We did end up losing loads of people though. So what I'm going to do... Oh yeah, nice, nice, nice. We're getting some really, really nice prisoners here. And I don't really want any of the mercenaries if I can help it. I will take the elite hired crossbowman and this guy as well. Even though I'm not a big fan of mercenary units. I don't really like them that much. But I'm going to take them just purely because they are a number, you know? They're a number, and we need as many of them as we can possibly get our hands on here. Now, the thing is, we have taken Kuyaz, but this is not very good. I'm saying this for a very specific reason here. I'm going to claim the fief for now, and then we are going to literally... Oh, wow, the loyalty situation is really, really good here. Unfortunately, they didn't seem to... They haven't done anything here. Kind of weird. It's 20 days. Okay, we'll go for the 20 days, I guess. And we'll see what we can do. Okay, so... I guess we'll wait here. Wait, you know what? Recruit some troops. We have Scylla of the River. She is a Nord. Okay, I'm not a big fan. I don't know. I could make a vassal out of a companion. That could be a thing. As you can see, we are now being besieged, but that's okay. I actually think that we might lose this, actually, now that I think about it. We might lose it. I mean, you can see exactly what they have. Do they have anything super amazing? The palace guards. I'm looking for palace guards. Where are the palace guards? I'm not seeing any. I'm seeing a lot of Vanguard Faris units. They have two. They have two palace guards? I thought the last time I saw them they had 47. Not sure what happened to that. Alright, well, my forces are restoring themselves, as you can see right here. And I can't do that. Yeah, okay, fine. Well, I guess we'll just see what happens. I do have a fire... Why is my fire catapult damaged? Why was my fire catapult damaged? That's kind of weird. Alright, so we have all of our catapults up and running. Now, I'm not actually attempting to destroy the enemy's siege engines. Now, this is obviously very much kind of a choice strategy here. You don't really... You know, normally this is not a good idea, right? Because most of the time, what you want to do is you want to destroy the enemy's siege so that they are unable to do anything like, you know, getting multiple attack points. You don't want them to get onto any form of battlement. You don't want them to get through your central gate or anything like that. But what we're going to do something very, very, well, different. I don't usually do this, but we are going to play this extremely defensively, so much so that the enemy hopefully won't have any idea what we're doing. As you can see, we also have fire catapults. I am using fire catapults very specifically so that we can thin out the enemy's numbers as much as possible. And then what we're going to do is we're going to tell my forces to come back here into the alleyways of the fief. That's basically what we're going to try to do. So hopefully my forces will have a relatively easy time destroying. I'm just going to keep an eye on where people are. Let's try and see if we can actually get... Yep, there's a nice little bit of a kill right there from some more people. There's another one. Okay, so now we're going to actually tell my forces to come over here. Nice. Look at that. Big kill right there. Big kill. Nice. I like it. Oh, another one. Very good. Okay. Yeah, I love seeing that. Okay, so... yeah, we're going to be coming probably somewhere like this. I think this seems like a relatively decent place. And look at this. We can't really be ambushed or anything like that, so I'm pretty happy with this. I mean, there are two ways that enemies can come, and I think that's kind of good. I mean, you can see how many kills we've already got. We've got 100 kills so far, thanks to the fire catapults. That is actually insanely good, because that means that we now no longer... we don't have 900 to deal with. We don't have 900 to deal with. We only have 800 to deal with, which is still pretty bad. But, you know, this is good. This is okay. Now, I am going to literally just place my people here, and all we're going to do is we're just going to wait for the opponent, and no doubt they're going to be coming here sometime soon. I don't know where these guys are running to. Hopefully they're not running anywhere super, super bad. I'm not too sure. Are we still firing? I think some of our people are actually still firing. So, yeah, that's probably the case. I'm not sure why these guys are running back over there. I have told them to literally hold position here, which is a bit strange for them to just ignore my order, but I guess I guess if they want to do that, then that's what they want to do. Okay, so yeah, this guy knows that he can beat me every single time because we just have such a slow weapon. So I'm going to try to drag him into our forces. There we go. Okay, that's nice. Now let's see what's actually happening here. Are we being attacked from two sides? I think we might be. This might be a bad idea. I just thought that, hey, you know, we're in a sort of a tunnel here, bottleneck situation, so we might have a pretty decent shot at being able to defend it. For some reason, we're losing huge amounts of... Why are we losing so many people? Why are we losing so many people right here? I don't know. I mean, these guys are not that good, right? Wow, this... What? How is he doing so much damage to me? Who is that guy? Oh, a palace guard. Really? Was that a palace guard? Are you serious? Okay. Well, we've lost 79 people in such a short space of time, just purely because my forces are not actually believing what I'm doing. They are not believing what I'm doing. They are literally just doing whatever at this point. They are just kind of randomly doing things that they think that they should do, which is not exactly great. You do not want your forces to just completely ignore what you've told them to, and it does look as though that is indeed the case here, which is very, very sad, because technically we actually would have had a really good shot at achieving victory here, I think. Let me actually just see something real fast. I'm going to just go over here. Oh, I was going to try to go over there, but apparently not. Okay, maybe it would have been better to go here. Somewhere like this. Somewhere like this would have been good, maybe? I don't know. Well, let's just see what happens, actually, because we may have a good shot at achieving victory. We've eliminated 300 of the enemy's units, but obviously they've eliminated 230 of ours, and they have so many more people. So it's very, very likely that they will be able to defeat us. What? Wait a minute, wait a minute. Why did they run away? Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, here's the thing, yeah? I was just letting the game run, right? I was just letting the game run. I was just watching, you know, our forces do their thing, and then all of a sudden I hear the retreat music, and I'm like, okay, you saw the combat strength at the top here, right? You saw the combat strength. The combat strength was absolutely, was 100% done. I'm actually super surprised about this. I don't know why. Okay, I'm gonna take a prisoner. Gonna take him prisoner. Gonna take basically every single one of them prisoner. There is no reason for me not to do that. Okay, so that is very... did we eliminate enough people for them to lose so much morale that they didn't want to fight anymore? I think that might be the case. That is actually pretty incredible. Okay, we've got loads of really, really nice prisoners as well here. I'm going to be taking all of these. Thanks very much. These guys are going to be, you know, super, super valuable to us. In the meantime, you're just going to try to convert those as much as possible. We've got some very nice things that we can sell here too. Good amounts of food situation too as well. So I quite like that. Okay, so the question is, do we have anything in the garrison here? No, nothing in the garrison. Kind of bad. All right, let's just try to rest up as fast as possible. And I think, you know what? I think the play with the fire catapults, I think that literally was the main reason why we actually had something happen there. Because from my perspective, the strategy that I had going into the alleyway, I think that was a decent strategy, but I feel like what we should have done was go for an alleyway that only had one entry point, or an entry point that was a little bit easier to defend, because obviously I couldn't really find anything in time. Whoa, that's actually really, really nice. Look at that, 3,500. Gonna say yes to that. Because now the aserai are at peace with us, which is fantastic, and they're paying us 3,500, which is actually a pretty significant amount. Obviously, they do have very, very good... well, they have extreme amounts of prosperity, I'm assuming, so they're probably not going to really be hurting for 3,500. 3,500 is going to be like pocket change to them, so it's not really going to make that much difference. But there you go. We actually did manage to defend ourselves at least. We have 298 in trade. Yeah, so fire catapults, they are very, very nice. If we can, I don't know, if we can actually get our fire catapults to do even more damage, we should have the ability to maybe do 150, maybe we could get 150 kills. We might be able to get 150 kills, or maybe somewhere around there. That would be pretty fantastic. But yeah, anyway, thankfully Bruce didn't die in that particular situation. It could have been really, really bad. But thankfully he didn't. So all I can really be hopeful for is, well, us, obviously, we're trying to build up this this town here. 10 days left. Okay. Yeah, we might have to get a companion or something like that if we can, and maybe get them to become a governor here or something along those lines. Or we can just give it to someone. As you can see, huge amounts of clans being destroyed as well, which is super nice. Funnily enough, we apparently took those guys prisoner, and then they wanted to make peace straight away. I'm assuming that they literally just don't have enough vassals to really make any kind of movement happen once they have been taken prisoner, because look at what they have here. Look at these guys. I mean, I don't know how many they have in general, but look at this guy's clan right here. Look at his clan. Look at his clan. He's got, everyone's dead. Everyone's dead in his clan. It's absolutely insane. Okay, wait a minute. Let me actually have a look here. How do I see the aserai specifically? Oh no, it's kind of annoying that I have to go through here. Okay, okay, I guess I will just go through here then instead. So there's the aserai. So we can have a look at these guys. Yeah, as you can see, look at this. This clan is almost dead too. This clan is almost dead. They're running around with basically nothing. This clan is almost dead. This clan is, what? One person? You see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. What we need to do is we need to get these guys into skirmishes. That's it. We need to get them in skirmishes. We need to get them in small little fights here and there and just eliminate them on the field of battle, and they will be destroyed. They will be destroyed extremely, extremely easily through that. Anyway, that is going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.